Folks, I want to go to my next story, and this is quite an interesting story. We talk about what is happening in Virginia. It's real strange, folks. This story in Virginia, where these neighbors are tormenting a black family. The Martinez family says their neighbor has been playing recordings of racial slurs and monkey noises since they arrived in the neighborhood several months ago. Watch this. Now, the police have been called several times because no crime has been committed. Nobody is being arrested. Joining us right now is Tim Anderson. He is an attorney with Anderson and Associates from Virginia Beach, Virginia. He is representing the family pro bono. Tim, glad to have you back on Roland Martin Unfiltered. First of all, how long has this family lived in this area? How long has this been going on?
So, hey, thanks for having me on the show, Roland. I'm glad to be here. So I'm an attorney in Virginia Beach, and I'm watching what's happening from 30,000-foot view the same way as we all are. We have not made contact with this family yet, but we have identified multiple causes of actions that she can bring. She's not been able to make any progress with the police, and that's fine. There may not be criminal laws here, but we are trying to communicate with this family to let them know, one, my law firm's ready to go to help them, and two, there's plenty of civil actions that can be brought that could put an end to this nonsense. This is in my hometown, and we are watching this horrifically happening here and want to get involved.
Okay, so just so you're now officially representing the family. You are offering your services to this family pro bono after you saw this story in news reports.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly right. I've been a lawyer here for 21 years. This is outrageous. This doesn't and shouldn't be happening anywhere, but it's certainly not going to happen in my hometown without me at least trying to get involved. I'm always attracted to big fights like this, and it's not a money thing for us. It's a matter of doing what's right and making sure that that people understand that there's civility, and Virginia Beach is a great place, and we have a great community, and unfortunately we have some people in every community that act like this, and we're going to do our best to attract this family to come to us and help them get through this moment.
Okay, so what is weird here is the cops saying we can't do nothing. I'm sorry, are there not noise ordinances?
Well, yeah. So there's certainly noise ordinances, but it's based on decibels in Virginia. And so here's what I understood from the CNN reports, and our local newspaper actually published a story about it. Here's basically the historical background. This family lives there. This is a veteran family. And there was a noise complaint with her neighbor, and she called the police. And since that, the neighbor has now escalated and retaliated with motion sensors being pointed at the house, and this monkey music, and the clip that you just showed. And that is not, there's nothing criminal, at least as far as the police are concerned, and nothing criminal as far as the magistrate's concerned, because apparently she went to the magistrate and reported this. Those aren't crimes, but that doesn't mean there's not civil remedy. There's civil remedy that exists under Virginia law for nuisances, and we actually even in Virginia have an archaic little statute, which is very rarely found, which says that insulting words is actionable. So if you insult somebody to the point where it would cause them such distress, and the actual code specifically says breaching the peace, which that in any view is certainly breaching of the peace, that's actionable under civil law. And so all she needs is a lawyer to file a lawsuit to put a stop to it. That's it. And so it may not be a criminal remedy, but there's certainly civil remedy. and hopefully they'll use us or somebody to take this action to the appropriate court.
Well, again, hopefully they get some kind of relief, because this is absolutely crazy. Tim Anderson, we surely appreciate it. Thanks a lot. This makes no sense to me, Robert. This is nuts. This is pure harassment of this family, and the cops can't do anything?
Well, it's interesting to his point, because the reason that it's difficult for cops to do anything in a situation like this is that, let's take the counter positive. There's somebody playing rap music that has the N-word all strewn throughout it. Would you want that to be criminally actionable? Now, what should be actionable under intentional infliction of emotional distress, under a clear civil penalty, also disturbing the peace, if it does go above the proper decibel level. And I do think the family absolutely should take every civil remedy possible. But also, this is why I always keep guns around, because if these people are playing this monkey music across the street from my house.
Here we go.
So just to recap, from across the street, 6.5 Creedmoor, 18-inch barrel, 10-7 twist. You're going to want yourself a 7x24 scope on it, just in case you want to get them across the street. Now, if they are close up, you want your mini AR, so you can get a 3.5-inch barrel with a cookie cutter on it with a collapsible all tactical stock on it. You should be good. You still get your 223, your 5.56 ammo going. You don't burn all of your powder, but you really don't need to go on that fast at that distance. So I think these people need to invest in a nice NAGA membership to National Association of African American Gun Association, because they teach you all these things to make sure you can be safe. Because somebody's playing across the street, there's only so long before they come across the street.
DeMario, you have any idea what the hell DeMario, you have any idea what the hell Robert was just talking about?
I do. I know.
I know what Robert's talking about. I actually have a membership to that organization. I'm here in Oklahoma.
Hey, Scott, stop talking, Scott. DeMario's talking.
I'm here in Oklahoma, so I have no
DeMario, go.
gun. I'm a gun owner. I agree with a lot of what Robert has said. I definitely think I'm glad they have an attorney. I was going to say, hell, I'll come and represent them, because I do see several causes of action. I do believe in intentional infliction of emotional distress. I do believe there can also be some civil rights claims. You could have what's called a 1985.3, where you got two or more people who are conspiring together to take someone's civil rights, and they're trying to run those people out of their home. There's no question about it. That is a civil rights violation, I believe, is happening there. And then I think there's a hate crime there. I mean, when you are saying nigger, talking about nigger and monkey towards black people in this type of fashion, I think that's a hate crime. So I think that they should be sued, and I believe that they should be successful. And hopefully that family has some money, because they need to be held totally accountable, no question about it.
Well,
and that's another reason why I'm happy that I live in a black neighborhood.
Yeah, maybe. Both of my colleagues are right, and that surely makes us feel good. But maybe not. This is what he needs to do, and I'm sure he's going to do it. You start with a cease and desist letter in no uncertain terms and lay out what the civil or administrative violations are vis-a-vis ordinances, and give them an opportunity to cease and desist, right? They will have to respond, or they get a lawyer to respond. Then, if they don't respond and the bad acting or the bad acts continue, right? Then you file for what we call a temporary restraining order. It's a civil lawsuit, but you're seeking injunctive relief. And to my colleagues, I do think you could argue irreparable harm. There's statutes that are immediately being violated based on what their lawyer has indicated, right? There's irreparable harm. There's likelihood of success on its merits. It's certainly in the public interest that you're not blasting the N-word and anything else. And you seek a TRO under the local laws in Virginia Beach. And you get a judge who will be offended. Most would be highly offended by this conduct, and they'll sign an order barring them temporarily from engaging in this bad conduct. Eventually, you get a preliminary injunction, and then you win the lawsuit, and you can still get damages even though you got a TRO, because you're going to sue for damages, right? That takes the energy out of that racist family, if you will. And then you get community support for it, which is going to be hard not to get community support for it, but they need to get into court. And then lastly, they need to go to the government of Virginia Beach and see whether they have a certificate of occupancy, see whether they are in compliance with their electrical code and all these other things that you have to do and get the city to enforce it, right? So this is what we call hitting back and hitting hard. Eventually, the broadcast will stop because it becomes too expensive and too offensive even for the bad actors to engage in that conduct. That's what I would do.
And Roland, now.
All right, folks. Robert, real quick.
Yeah, I would say now, just in case what Scott said doesn't work. So this is your mini AR. You flip it out this way. You pull out that way. All right? And then you're ready to roll. And then if you pop right back in, fold back up, goes right in your jacket, and you're good to go. So in case Scott's plan doesn't work.
That'll bring the police out, Robert.
That'll bring the police out. In your own house. In your own home. In my house. In my
Scott, can't nobody hear. Stop, Scott. Can't nobody hear both of y'all when y'all talking. Robert finished and Scott. Can't nobody hear.
Always call my name first.
Scott, let me say it again. Hey, Scott, let me say it again. It's Roland Martin Unfiltered. Now, when they mute your microphone, then we going to get it done. Robert, finish your point.
You wouldn't dare.
Look, Scott, the point is, in your house, in your home, to make sure these people keep what they're doing across the street. Because at the end of the day, we want to make sure this stays civil. And anybody who's playing that kind of music in loud volumes, they are a loose cannon. I can't trust what you're going to do. My job is to protect me and my wife and my dog and my property away from those people. So whatever that may be required, you're having something that fits under your jacket. It's very useful in this situation.
It's very important, Roland. It's important for your show for we to say that you cannot shoot somebody from your property to the property across the street.
That's the mini one. This is the one in the house one. This is the in the house one. They don't go that far.
I want to make sure my brother Roland's show is
okay. All right.
It's a short barrel and not going that far.
Y'all can have all that. Y'all can have all that back and forth during the break. Back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on? Sure, it's wireless. Pick something we all like. Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password? Buick Envision 2021. Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable. That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking. Me too. Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you. All of
Time to be smart.
Roland Martin's doing this every day.
Oh, no punches!
Thank you, Roland Martin, for always giving voice to the issues.
Look for Roland Martin in the whirlwind, to quote Marcus Garvey again.
The video looks phenomenal, so I'm really excited to see it on my big screen.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
See, this difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
I got to defer to the brilliance of Dr. Carr and to the brilliance of the Black Star Network.
I am Roland with Roland all the way. Honored to be on a show that you own. A black man owns the show.
Folks, Black Star Network is here.
I'm real revolutionary right now. Roland was amazing on there.
Stay black. I love y'all.
I can't commend you enough about this platform that you've created for us to be able to share who we are, what we're doing in the world, and the impact that we're having.
Let's be smart. Bring your eyeballs home.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared. You dig?